As an expert on leadership and personal growth, John Maxwell wrote the book Developing the Leader Within You as a guide to the essentials of becoming an effective leader, including the biblical foundations for leadership that Maxwell has personally used in his 40 years as a pastor and a business leader. In the introduction, an old man is asked by a tourist if any great men were born in his village. The old man replies, "Nope, only babies." This story emphasizes that leadership is not exclusive to those who are born with certain traits, but that great leadership can be taught, learned, and developed. What is this intriguing subject we call leadership? The definition of leadership is influence and the ability to obtain followers. We can all think of times we have been influenced by a person or an event. These influencers have put impressions on us that have made us into the persons we are today. What kind of influencer will you be? Leaders who lead by intimidation are like chickens with a pecking order, forced to obey the chicken in a position to peck him. Real leadership is being the person others will gladly and confidently follow. A leader is great, not because of power, but because of the ability to empower others. The key to leadership is priorities. Setting priorities helps leaders achieve success by making steps toward a predetermined goal. Effectiveness is more important to success than efficiency, and proper delegation is crucial for effectiveness. True leaders have learned to say no to the good in order to say yes to the best. The most important ingredient of leadership is integrity. In ancient China, the people wanted safety and security, so they built the Great Wall. It was so high that no one could climb over it, and so wide that no one could break through it. However, the height and width were useless when the gatekeepers took bribes from the enemy and opened the gates. A lack of integrity compromises any other strength that a leader has. A wrong decision adversely affects the leader and the followers, but a bad decision because of wrong motives is destructive. Are you a leader with integrity? Thomas Macaulay said, "The measure of a man's real character is what he would do if he would never be found out." The ultimate test of leadership is creating positive change. Maxwell says, you've got to love them before you can lead them. When you love your followers genuinely and correctly, they'll respect and follow you through many changes. As change is difficult for everyone, a challenge for the leader is evaluating and predicting if a new idea is worth the change. A good exercise is to write down the logical advantages and disadvantages of the change and then review the list, indicating the psychological impact of each advantage and disadvantage. After a decision is made, an effective leader will know that the people affected by the change must hear it from the leader, see the benefits, and take ownership of the change. The quickest way to gain leadership is problem solving. In any organization, problems are inevitable. People have problems with each other and problems with their performance. However, as Dolly Parton said, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. Problems that are handled well lead us to positive change that would not have happened otherwise. Great leaders are on the lookout for signs and indicators of potential problems. They know that solving a problem in the early stages is easier and more effective than tackling a problem of gigantic proportions. When a problem is identified, leaders should develop an action plan with creative and knowledgeable people helping with the process. People problems are often a more difficult type of problem to solve. Leaders should act more like a coach than a king and lead others to solve their own problems rather than dictating solutions. And part of the advice should be to always take the high road. Whenever there is debate or tension, give the benefit of the doubt to your colleagues. The extra plus in leadership is attitude. Attitude is a powerful contributor to success or failure. A leader's attitude determines the attitude of the followers. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The leader adjusts the sails. Leaders with the right attitude set the right atmosphere, and the followers will have the right responses. Great leaders recognize their most appreciable asset, people, and help them achieve their goals. People tend to become what the most important people in their lives think they will become. Building strong relationships with your followers will help you both achieve more. People do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. The indispensable quality of leadership is vision. Konrad Adenauer said, "We all live under the same sky, but we don't all have the same horizon." A vision consists of goals, dreams, and foresight. A leader is the one who pursues his vision and draws his followers alongside him for the journey. Leaders who effectively communicate goals to their followers achieve far more than those who don't. Seek to find a bridge between their personal goals and dreams and your vision. Napoleon said, "Leaders are dealers in hope." Paint a picture with words for your followers. Make them see and understand the vision. The price tag of leadership is self-discipline. Leaders can never take others farther than they have gone themselves, for no one can travel without until he or she has first traveled within. Successful people are willing to do things unsuccessful people will not do. Make yourself do the thing you have to do when it ought to be done. The most important lesson of leadership is staff development. Great leaders realize that other people can help you do a much better job than you can do alone. A Chinese proverb says, "If you are planning for 1 year, grow rice. If you are planning for 20 years, grow trees. If you are planning for centuries, grow men." When a leader knows what motivates people, he has the most powerful tool for dealing with them and developing them. Again, people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. People need to feel like they are doing something worthwhile and to feel important. Allow people to work in their area of strength and count their achievement as part of the team's success. Leaders build their winning team by hiring the right people and developing them as winners. Winning teams are seldom more talented than losing teams, but they are always more committed. They take risks, make tough decisions, and make a difference. The crowd may wonder how the leader got so lucky, but great leaders know that they came to win.